Have you ever wondered what semen actually is? Most people never ask the question, partly because of taboo, partly because they assume the answer is obvious. Yet behind one of biology's most misunderstood fluids lies a story of chemistry, evolution, and human health that few ever hear. I'm Dr. Mia Grant, and today we're exploring the hidden science of semen, what it's made of, how it functions, and what it reveals about male vitality and overall wellness. In the next few minutes, you'll discover that semen is not just a carrier for sperm, it's a living chemical system packed with energy molecules, protective enzymes, and hormonal messengers that tell us a great deal about how the body communicates and stays healthy. We'll separate science from myth, talk about safety, and show how this knowledge can help men monitor their own health in unexpected ways. Stay with me to the end, because you'll never think about human biology or your own body the same way again. Understanding semen is understanding the language of life. Every sample is a snapshot of a man's health, reflecting nutrition, hormones, hydration, and even stress. Scientists now use its chemistry to study fertility, immunity, and early disease detection. Learning about it isn't indecent, it's intelligent. When we strip away stigma, we gain practical insight. How diet shapes performance, how lifestyle choices alter cellular health, and how safe hygiene practices protect both partners. This video will walk you through the fascinating details, composition, function, and safety, without sensationalism, only science. You'll see why studying this topic can change how men care for themselves and how couples approach intimacy with knowledge instead of guesswork. Curiosity, after all, is the foundation of progress. Watch through to the end to discover what this ordinary-looking fluid can tell us about extraordinary human design. Semen is one of the most intricate substances the human body produces. Only a small fraction, roughly 5 to 10%, is sperm. The rest is seminal plasma, a nutrient-dense liquid formed by the prostate, seminal vesicles, and bulbourethral glands. Each gland contributes a specific ingredient to ensure mobility, longevity, and protection of the sperm cells. This plasma acts as a biological shield, balancing pH and temperature while defending against oxidative stress. When viewed microscopically, it resembles a living ecosystem, dynamic, coordinated, and precisely timed for fertility and health. Scientists consider its composition so sensitive that even small lifestyle changes can alter it, making seminal fluid a biochemical mirror of the male body's state of well-being. The power behind sperm mobility comes from fructose, a simple sugar produced by the seminal vesicles. This acts like rocket fuel, allowing each cell to move for hours. Complementing it are proteins and enzymes that manage texture and timing, forming a gel to protect sperm immediately after release and then liquefying at the perfect moment for movement. Minerals such as zinc, magnesium, and calcium stabilize DNA and coordinate cell signals. This chemical precision ensures life has both fuel and direction. Researchers now use these biomarkers to measure overall male health. Imbalances can signal stress, poor nutrition, or hormonal shifts long before symptoms appear. Seminal plasma also functions as armor. Its alkaline nature neutralizes acidity in the reproductive tract, shielding sperm from chemical damage. Antioxidants such as vitamin C and B12 defend cell membranes from oxidative stress, while specialized proteins act as bodyguards, binding to bacteria and preventing infection. Even microscopic lipids create a protective film around each cell, ensuring that temperature and pH remain stable. This multi-layered defense shows how reproduction and immunity are interlinked. The same compounds that protect sperm also illustrate how the male body keeps its systems resilient against stress, infection, and environmental toxins. Beyond nutrition and protection, seminal plasma is a messenger system. It contains hormones and signaling molecules that interact with the female reproductive tract, influencing immune response and smooth muscle activity. This biochemical conversation helps the body differentiate between foreign invaders and cooperative cells. In evolutionary terms, it's a way for two organisms to negotiate peace on a cellular level, allowing fertilization to occur safely. Scientists see this as one of nature's clearest examples of chemical diplomacy, proof that reproduction depends as much on communication as on competition. These signals also offer insight into immunity and hormone therapy, bridging fields from fertility medicine to autoimmune research. What we've learned so far is that seminal fluid is a masterpiece of biological engineering, fuel, shield, and messenger in one. It's a snapshot of male health and a symbol of nature's attention to detail. Recognizing its complexity changes how we talk about men's health entirely. This isn't a topic of embarrassment, but of education. By seeing seminal plasma as a window into the body's chemistry, we learn how lifestyle affects fertility, how nutrition affects cellular integrity, and how stress alters biological balance. In the next section, we'll follow this trail into the brain and explore how the hormones within this fluid mirror our own neurochemistry, revealing why connection and emotion are inseparable from biology. Inside every act of human closeness, chemistry writes the script. The same hormones that govern reproduction also shape how we feel, trust, and remember. Oxytocin fosters bonding and reduces fear, dopamine rewards anticipation, and serotonin stabilizes mood. These are not abstract emotions. They are molecules firing in rhythm across the nervous system. During affectionate touch or even eye contact, brain scans show synchronized activation in pleasure and empathy centers. That synchronization creates the sensation of connection, literally aligning two nervous systems. This chemical choreography explains why positive relationships support cardiovascular health, sleep, and immunity. Understanding it transforms intimacy from mystery to measurable biology, giving couples tools to strengthen both emotional and physical well-being through compassion, laughter, and trust. Oxytocin is sometimes called the trust hormone, but that title undersells its influence. Produced in the hypothalamus, it floods the body during affection, calming the amygdala, the brain's alarm center, and lowering blood pressure. This is why a reassuring hug or supportive touch feels instantly soothing. In long-term relationships, oxytocin release becomes a learned signal. You are safe here. It also improves empathy, making partners more attuned to each other's tone and facial expression. Research links higher oxytocin levels to stronger immune resilience and quicker recovery from stress. Far from being romantic fantasy, this is evolutionary design ensuring cooperation. When trust builds through repeated acts of kindness, oxytocin rewires neural pathways, teaching the brain that connection equals safety, the foundation of stable intimacy. If oxytocin builds safety, dopamine builds excitement. It's the neurotransmitter of curiosity and reward, released whenever we anticipate something pleasurable or meaningful. Healthy dopamine balance motivates connection without dependence. Too little leads to apathy, too much to obsession. In relationships, dopamine explains the thrill of attraction and the satisfaction of shared goals. Exercise, laughter, and creative collaboration all boost this same pathway. Balanced dopamine keeps desire aligned with empathy, wanting someone, not consuming them. Neuroscience teaches that sustainable passion depends on moderation and mindfulness, alternating novelty with familiarity to keep the brain engaged but not overstimulated. Recognizing dopamine's role helps couples move from impulsive intensity to enduring fulfillment. Where dopamine excites, serotonin steadies. It regulates appetite, mood, and the sense of contentment that follows satisfaction. Low serotonin is linked to anxiety and restlessness, while healthy levels generate patience and perspective, the calm after the storm of passion. In strong relationships, serotonin helps transform fleeting attraction into steady affection. Activities that elevate serotonin, sunlight, good sleep, balanced diet, and meaningful social contact are the same habits that sustain sexual health. When couples prioritize overall wellness, they nurture the chemistry of emotional resilience. In this way, serotonin is the bridge between mental health and intimacy, reminding us that stability is as sensual as excitement. These hormones don't operate in isolation. They form a closed feedback loop linking brain, heart, and immune system. When intimacy triggers oxytocin and dopamine, stress hormones like cortisol fall, lowering inflammation and improving cardiovascular efficiency. The body then reinforces this calm state, encouraging more connection, a biological cycle of healing. Scientists now describe affectionate touch as a low-cost, high-impact therapy that stabilizes blood pressure and mood. It shows how evolution wired humans for cooperation, not competition. Recognizing this loop allows us to treat kindness, communication, and shared laughter as medical interventions in their own right. The chemistry of connection is, ultimately, the chemistry of health. When it comes to intimacy, safety is the foundation that supports everything. Healthy relationships begin with mutual respect, clear communication, and a commitment to hygiene. Understanding the importance of cleanliness before and after intimacy protects both partners from infections and discomfort. But hygiene goes beyond physical cleanliness. It's about creating a space where trust and health thrive. Regular washing, trimming, and care of intimate areas reduce the risk of bacterial buildup, irritation, and infections. Using gentle, pH-balanced products also ensures the health of sensitive tissues. But safety doesn't stop at hygiene. Open discussions about sexual health histories, STI testing, and consent ensure that intimacy is not only safe but also emotionally secure. Safe intimacy allows partners to be fully present, lowering anxiety and allowing the body to relax into connection. Without safety, intimacy becomes a risk rather than a reward. Preventative care plays a vital role in sexual health. Regular medical checkups, including STI screenings, ensure that intimacy is not only safe but informed. Many sexually transmitted infections, STIs, can be asymptomatic, which is why testing is crucial, even for those without visible symptoms. Open, non-judgmental discussions with your doctor about sexual practices and health can help detect issues early and avoid complications. Vaccines, like those for HPV, offer a proactive way to protect yourself and your partner from high-risk strains that cause cancer. Safe intimacy is also about being transparent. If you or your partner have health conditions, sharing this information helps prevent surprises and allows for thoughtful decision-making. In the end, regular testing is an act of respect and trust, ensuring that intimacy remains enjoyable, secure, and healthy. Barrier methods such as condoms or dental dams are essential tools in preventing STIs and ensuring safety during intimacy. These products act as a physical shield between the body and potential pathogens, reducing the risk of infection and irritation. While some believe that oral sex is safe, the truth is that many STIs can be transmitted through oral genital contact. Condom use, whether during vaginal or anal intercourse, is one of the most effective ways to protect both partners from HIV, herpes, and gonorrhea, among others. For those with allergies or sensitivities, there are alternative materials, such as latex-free or hypoallergenic options. Consistent and correct use of these methods not only protects physical health, but fosters a deeper emotional connection based on trust and shared responsibility. When both partners take proactive steps towards safety, the result is a more relaxed, enjoyable experience free of worry. Lubrication is not just a comfort. It's an essential part of safe intimacy. It reduces friction, preventing microtears in sensitive tissues that could allow infections to enter the body. Lubricants also make intimacy more comfortable, especially as hormonal changes affect natural lubrication. When choosing lubricants, it's essential to look for water-based or silicone-based options that are designed for safety. Harsh chemicals, alcohols, or scents can irritate the mucous membranes and disrupt the body's natural pH balance. Whether you're using it for vaginal, anal, or oral sex, lubrication helps both partners enjoy the experience without discomfort. Additionally, it enhances pleasure and satisfaction by reducing friction, allowing the body to feel more relaxed. Remember, lubrication is a sign of self-care, not a replacement for attraction. It's an essential part of protecting intimacy, ensuring it remains both pleasurable and safe. At the heart of safe intimacy is communication, not just about safety, but about desire, boundaries, and comfort. Consent is ongoing. It isn't just a one-time agreement, but a continuous conversation between partners. Talking openly about sexual health, preferences, and any concerns ensures that both partners feel valued, respected, and heard. This type of communication builds emotional intimacy and mutual trust, which are crucial to a healthy and satisfying sexual relationship. When partners feel empowered to express their needs and check in with each other, intimacy becomes a deeper and more connected experience. Consent and communication aren't just guidelines. They are the bedrock of a safe, enjoyable, and fulfilling sexual relationship. Curiosity is one of the most powerful tools we have for learning, connecting, and improving our relationships. When it comes to intimacy, asking the right questions can help us understand our bodies, our desires, and our partners. But curiosity isn't just about seeking knowledge. It's about approaching intimacy without judgment, ready to explore with respect and care. Exploring intimacy with an open mind removes shame, replacing it with clarity. Healthy curiosity opens the door to deeper conversations about health, communication, and mutual satisfaction. It helps us create space for honest discussions about boundaries, preferences, and concerns, whether physical or emotional. Curiosity shifts the focus from perfection to understanding, allowing intimacy to evolve naturally. The more we learn about what makes us tick, the better equipped we are to make informed, confident decisions that protect and nurture our relationships. Respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship, especially when it comes to intimacy. It's about acknowledging your partner's feelings, boundaries, and needs, and actively working to meet them. Respect extends beyond words. It's embedded in actions, consent, and listening. Healthy intimacy involves understanding that every individual has unique preferences, comfort zones, and experiences. When we respect each other's autonomy, we create a safe environment for emotional and physical connection. Respect fosters trust, and trust unlocks the potential for deeper intimacy. When both partners feel safe to express desires without fear of judgment, the result is a connection that's not only emotionally fulfilling but physically rewarding as well. Consent is a continuous evolving process of mutual agreement. It's not just a step before intimacy, but part of the ongoing journey of respect and care. This ensures intimacy remains safe, loving, and satisfying at every stage of a relationship. So, how do we turn curiosity into action? It starts with asking questions, not just of our bodies, but of our emotional needs and expectations. Ask yourself, what do I need to feel secure and satisfied? What brings me joy? What boundaries do I need to communicate? These questions foster a deeper understanding of yourself and your partner. When we embrace curiosity, we recognize that intimacy doesn't have to follow a set script. It's an ongoing exploration, one that changes as we grow. This doesn't mean changing your desires, but understanding them more fully. It means practicing patience with yourself and your partner as your bodies, minds, and hearts evolve. Communication is key in this process. Healthy curiosity opens the door to ongoing conversations about intimacy. When curiosity is coupled with respect, it nurtures a relationship where both partners feel empowered to explore and evolve together. One of the greatest challenges we face is the stigma that surrounds conversations about intimacy. Many people grow up with shame or silence around the subject, which often leads to confusion and misinformation. But healthy curiosity is the antidote to stigma. When we are open and willing to explore intimacy from a place of understanding, we break down barriers and normalize discussions that were once considered taboo. This isn't about disregarding culture or tradition. It's about making space for knowledge, for better communication, and for more connected relationships. Conversations about sexuality, desire, and intimacy should be empowering, not embarrassing. They allow us to be more present, more connected, and more in tune with both our needs and our partner's needs. By embracing curiosity, we shift the narrative around intimacy to one of exploration and respect, creating a healthier dialogue for ourselves, our relationships, and our communities. Intimacy is not a one-time event. It's a living, breathing part of every relationship. When approached with respect, curiosity, and understanding, it transforms into a journey of shared exploration and growth. By nurturing a curiosity about each other's needs and emotions, couples create a bond that transcends fleeting desires. Intimacy becomes not just a physical connection, but an ongoing commitment to emotional and mental well-being. Communication and understanding form the bedrock of this connection, allowing both partners to thrive as individuals while fostering a deeper, more meaningful partnership. The healthier the curiosity, the stronger the intimacy. This is a journey that can last a lifetime when based on mutual respect and emotional safety. Together, we can rewrite the narrative about intimacy, not as something to be feared or avoided, but as a beautiful, healthy, and essential part of our lives.